Hey, Rumble, are you happy, dog? Are you happy? You get to go for a walk? Yay. And look where we are, friends. We are in the Quartz Mountain State Park in Lone Wolf, Oklahoma. And we've just been walking through the tent-only area. There are some new, nice modernized bathrooms that are actually flush toilets. For those of you who don't like roughing it with pit toilets, anyway, this happens to be a few of my favorite camp spots here. And we are on the Heart Healthy Trail. I have camped at that one quite often. And the Heart Healthy Trail ends up here at the Nature Center. But I'm going to show you a neat little way, a route, that you can use this trail to make a loop through the campground. Hold on, my dog has got something in his foot. He needs some help. Well, this is just such a lovely part of the campground. It's nice because it's a paved trail. See if you can see it back behind me there. Okay. And that's it forward. A little bit of an incline, not too bad. Give you a bit of a workout if you're used to just flat surfaces. Yeah, you need to get out here in the element of nature and have some natural challenges instead of the stair stepper. That's boring. Anyway, today I'm planning on doing 3 miles, and the temperature is about 86 right now, which last time we went hiking in the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge, it was about 10 degrees cooler, which was really sweet. We're not so lucky this evening, but it's cooler than the 90 degrees it was earlier. Okay, so we're coming up on the Nature Center. If you haven't visited this new facility, I do want to encourage you to come see it. It is open now. Anyway, the Heart Healthy Trail ends right there at that red post. It goes all the way to the front gate, but you can make a nice big loop out of the campground by taking this little path in front of the Nature Center. And we're going to go around the corner here, across the road, go down a little piece just past that trash can by half a block, I would guess, distance-wise. And then we'll make a left. And there's actually a mowed section of pathway for us to use to get to the campground. Okay, so here's the main road out here. And you don't really want to be walking on that, especially with kids or with a dog. So we're going to come down here just a little ways, and that's not it. Right next to the trash can, not there. Come on down here, past this speed limit sign, across the road. Okay, you see this rock up here on the left, this big, large rock? That kind of marks that pathway right here. So this path will parallel the road, and yet you don't have to walk on the road. Here it is. Right here, make a left, Rumble. And you see, you kind of keep this mode. Not so much at the end there because it gets real sandy. But this is rather nice. And then you can make through a loop through the campground, through the RV pull-through section, and then back to the Heart Healthy Trail. And I believe this loop through the campground is about a mile or a mile and a half. I'm not real sure. I should pay attention to it sometimes. But I think it's about a mile and a half. try and let you know after the end of today. Okay, so this is actually the area where this trail ends. I was a curve too far forward, and we're now coming out to the campsite, so you can see where this comes out. And they actually have it mostly paved, or mostly mowed now. So this is a campsite my friend and I sat at more than one time and had lunch. There's some of the new bathrooms. They're really sweet. It's a weekday, so it's nice to see people out here doing some camping. Summer vacation time, I imagine. Well, Rumble is still looking very intently at those deers. He'd really love to give them a good chase. Mind you, he's gotten a little chunky, so I'm sure he wouldn't have caught him even when he was in good shape. But we are now near the bathrooms, and we have done another 1.4 miles. So from the bathrooms to make that loop through the campground is exactly 1.4 miles. So now I've done 2.8, so we need to walk another 1 2/10 miles and get our 4 miles in, and we'll be done for the day. It is cooling off, thankfully, now that sunset is drawing near. And it's really quite lovely out here. There's a nice gentle breeze. Sweet view of the mountains. The sound of wildlife. Hey, I'm going to see if I can identify that bird with my app, Merlin app, and I'll tell you what that bird is. Okay. How lovely. And those are not actually apples. You might think that from a distance. Those are horse apples. They really have a rough, bumbly exterior, and they're not really an apple at all. Not edible for humans. Okay, so as you can see, we're across from the park office now. We turn around. We came another 0.8 of a mile. We were at 2.8, now we're at 3.6. So I anticipate by the time we get back, we should be done. I've done about 4.4, and that's fine. I don't know that this is terribly accurate because it's counted 9,000 steps, and when I'm at 10,000, I should be at 4 miles because that's my average pace. My average is 2,500 steps per mile, and what often happens is the satellite and the GPS will often disconnect from the internet, and anyway, so the distance traveled doesn't always match up with your steps, so sometimes you may have to adjust accordingly if you know how many steps you take per mile. But I wait because sometimes it'll catch up and add that distance on later. So in the meantime, a lovely evening. walk. I think you can get in 5.5 miles from the front gate to the campground, making that loop and back to the front gate again. I've done that before. Pretty sure that's fairly close to that. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight for now. Rumble and I are good and tired, ready to hit the road and enjoy a good night's rest. I hope you all have a lovely morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. God bless and sweet dreams.